The end of a series, the end of the homestand. Today is September 22nd. And it is your boy, Joe's McFly here, riding solo, of course. Because I got a kind of feeling for my boy Chris, who's still out. I'll give you an update on that. And the Yankees just finished winning another series. Hey, guys, in case you did not know, the Yankees actually had ended the year on a 23-0 home series winning streak run. I love that. Let's go. We had a nice tribute, a very emotional tribute, something to really get excited about. We're starting to think and getting ready for the playoffs. Did the injury bug strike again? Maybe not. Hopefully not. Yankees did the right thing with what they did here. Very excited with what is going on. Riding solo for this podcast. Pinstripe Strong, episode 45. Let's do it. Yeah. Welcome to the Pinstripe Strong podcast. It is your boy, Joe's McFly. No co-host. So joined by no co-host out of here. If you guys are watching me right now, you know I have my We Outta Here shirts, which you guys can be able to cop, and I'll let you know where. Just to let you know my current mood right now, I'm actually really happy. I did go to today's game, which was the final home game. I had to make sure that I go there. One, because it's the final home game. Two, because if you do go, they actually the Yankees give you some free tickets to some select games for next year. So then that's great. So I like to make it a point to be able to go. Almost feels like a holiday to me because it's like a ode to the season. Like, yo, we've been here, you know. And I was talking today, I was my man Batista. So shout to you, Batista. You the man. Invited me out there today. We sat there in the suite and, you know, just a whole bunch of cool people in there. Met some people that I did not meet before. So shout to Ya, man. And met a young man that actually is starting his podcast too. So that's awesome with him. And best of luck with him. And I was talking with Keith, man. It just feels like the year does fly by. And, you know, because Keith McPherson was in there. And he does tell me, you know, the year kind of flies by. So I just try to make it out to the stadium as much as I can and be around some great people. So then that is awesome. Guys, if this is your first time, and by the way, so I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great because I seen Severino. I seen everything was good. And shit, I'm just really excited. I was as happy as good as the weather was today, which is perfect. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, make sure you do follow me on all social media sites at Joe's McFly. Keep it very consistent across the board at JOEZMCFLY. Yes, Joe's McFly across Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube, where I am currently streaming. So if you guys ever want to see me like live stream or stuff like that, go to my YouTube page. I'm going to be putting up a reaction also because I did a video for today's game, a vlog, so make sure you guys look out for that. But this is episode 45. We're going to be talking about the entire series, all of that stuff. So also follow the Pinstripe Strong Twitter page and Instagram. Follow my boy Chris McFly28, who's right now still nursing a recovering hip right now, so that's crazy, and hopefully he's doing well. Make sure you guys do leave a 5-star review, as it does help. And guys, I can't employ this enough. We need some more reviews. The more reviews we can get, the better. Then I can be able to take that information and hopefully get some guests here on the show. So let's do it, man. You leave us a written review, as it does help grow this podcast. You guys are just as much as part of it as what I am. I'm just here just talking, whatever it is. But you guys are, without you guys, there is no podcast. Whoever's listening, whether you're on your way to work, whether you're in the gym, wherever the hell you're listening to this freaking podcast, thank you. Let's go. Let's grow this podcast so we can be able to do some more. I can be able to do giveaways and do all of that stuff. So let's go. Also, visit my merch store. The link will be in the description of the podcast. But in case you want to be able to go to johnboymedia.com. Just click on the merch tab and be able to look for the Pinstripe Strong tab in merch. and then you could go in there and see my my merch in there. You could also take a look at the other merch that's in there in John Boy Media. And Chris is still doing all right. So he's recovering right now, and I didn't even get a chance to speak with him today. He was probably drugged up on whatever drugs they're giving him right now, whatever that is. So he's probably resting very, very, very comfortably. So we'll just put it like that. All right. So that's what's going on with Chris, and that's kind of like the update going on with me. But hopefully everybody's doing well. Everybody that did join me and all of that stuff that's live that can't really pay attention to the live chat right now, but hopefully everybody's doing well. One thing I do want to start with is definitely the news, because we always start with the news, the Pinstripe Strong news, because there's always news on the injury front on the horizon. And just some news here. Edwin Encarnacion is supposed to join the Yankees in Texas. Are we happy for that? Hell yes. We're freaking excited for Edwin Encarnacion joining the lineup. Like he said, he knows his body. He knows what he's doing. You know, we're happy with that. So let's go. Edwin Encarnacion. So that is that's what we're trying to do here. So let's go. And I have no volume on my freaking phone. Oh my God, this shit's a freaking mess. I recently updated my phone to that new iOS, and it plays the videos differently. It's so strange. But here, we'll try again, I guess. Encarnacion. So that's what I'm talking about. So he's coming back. He's on the mend. Gary Sanchez made also a very, very, very optimistic. They're growing very optimistic, especially with what they seen out of him yesterday. He was actually out in the field, throwing, running, all of that stuff. Even went to to the Utopia concert, and he went to go see Romeo Santos, and he was out there taking pictures and flicks with people and doing all that stuff. You know, Gary Sanchez, de lo mío personal, loves his bachata. You could tell he's a bachatero. Okay, that's first of all. Just with the way that he rocks his shirts, guys. If you guys ever look at people that love bachata and all that stuff. If you don't know what that is, it's basically just a Spanish dance and all that. Look it up on YouTube or whatever. I'm not going to sit here and explain what the hell bachata is. But, yo, you could tell he is a bachatero, okay? That guy looks like he loves bachata, okay? Especially if you look at his button-up shirts, always kind of unbuttoned to the chest, like right there with the chain out, the fat chain out. That's Gary Sanchez is definitely a guy that would probably be smoking like a Cuban cigar or something like that. Chest out, probably a whole bunch of chest hair when he gets older in probably Florida or something like that, listening to bachata without even dancing, just in the background. You know what I mean? That is Gary Sanchez, okay? But anyway, so he was out there. He's supposed to be joining the team probably in Texas. So then that's exciting. A lot of people should be coming back for Texas. Also, Domingo Germán was confirmed as to, you know, they're still within that 7-day period, whatever. But they did come out and confirm he will not pitch this season for the Yankees. So his season is 100% officially over. So no matter what findings come out of that, obviously, they thought enough to just say, hey, this season's basically done for you. Aaron Hicks was throwing from 90 feet, but is not expected to join the Yankees at any point during the postseason. Won't be able to ramp it up in time. And we'll cover the next injury, or the next potential, not potential, but the next injury scare. Because I think that the Yankees needed to put, and probably were a little late to this, to the game with this, but we needed to do this, or maybe I should have talked to John Boy about making a shirt or something like that, where you see it's like in this work, like you have like that shirt, like that sign when you go into like a job in like a warehouse or something like that, a construction site. We have X amount of days without an injury. We have, you know, something like that. So after game one, you kind of feel like, yo, what the hell? Anyway, so let's get into the games. And by the way, In this podcast, we will be covering the games because, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be covering this Wednesday. We're actually going to be having a joint podcast. So, John, I'm obviously missing a partner right now, which is Chris, and John Boy is going to be missing Jake because Jake is going to be traveling or doing some shit, coming back to New York because they're supposed to be going to a wedding. Guys, listen, if you guys don't know anything about Jake, all right, this is Jake Storielli from Talking Yanks. That guy, okay, he needs to put in his job descriptions, his job, then John Boy Media, then under that, just freaking weddings, just attending weddings. That man just attends weddings, all right? Listen, that is like a side job. Like, I don't know if he's a wedding crasher. I don't know how many people are getting married. I don't even know that. The man is attending millions and millions of millions, probably, per year, weddings. Just a million weddings per year. So it is what it is. I mean, the guy's always going. First of all, wedding gifts are very expensive. I would probably prefer to go to a baby shower personally than a wedding because a baby shower, I feel like you could get away with some frugal kind of gifts, some Pampers, some wipes. I feel like for a wedding, you got to give like something like legit or some money or something like that. I mean, either that or Jake is like really the life of the party. They're like, we got to keep bringing this guy back because it's like, first of all, he brings us gifts, so we definitely get gifts out of this guy. And then he makes everybody laugh, so we don't even need to hire entertainment. So that is Jake attending another wedding. So me and John Boy are going to do a joint podcast. So this is actually going to be, the podcast is going to be on Talking Yanks, and it's going to be on the Pinstripe Strong feed. It's going to be on both feeds. You can listen to it. So joint podcast, fun. Let's do it. CC Tribute, we're going to talk about that. I love CC, man. That's all I got to say, man. Final homestand, we'll talk about that. There's some numbers in there, very interesting. Playoff roster, which I have already had made up my playoff roster, what it is. I definitely think that the Yankees would be doing this exact same playoff roster, so stay tuned for later. And, of course, we're going to be doing voicemails. We did get some voicemails here from what I did see, so I'm going to put that up, definitely. But game 1. Yankees going up against the suddenly hot Toronto Blue Jays. The Blue Jays, super hot. I don't even know what the hell's going on. You know what it is? Their kids are playing better than what their record is. This is going to be a team that in the future is going to be a very good team. They're very talented. I think that they have a record right now with rookies and homers, with homers over, I think it's 10 or 20 or something like that. I forgot. But he basically, they're going to be a very good team and a force to be reckoned with. I mean, they need pitching, but their hitting is legit. Their hitting is definitely legit. So when it does come to the Blue Jays, look at them down the line as a team that we got to, I feel like I've said this a couple of times. Look at that team down the line as a team that, let's go. What the hell's going on? This team is getting much better. I look for the Red Sox to probably take a step back even further from this year. Not because I hate the Red Sox, but I just see that. They're in salary cap. They're in luxury tax hell. They're looking to trade Mookie Betts. Their starting pitching is like super injured. And what the hell's going to happen with Chris Sale? Is he going to be? So I do look for those things to kind of change. That team Toronto is going to be a very good team. But Hap against Wagaspat, the Pokemon, who if you guys remember, last weekend we faced also. So they brought out the Pokemon again to see if something different does happen. And you know what? He pitched all right. He did pitch all right. He pitched pretty well. So top of the 4th inning, this is where the scoring starts, guys. Because I thought Hap did a pretty good job in this game, considering some defense, right? So anyway, top 4, Vlad singles, Biggio scores, Torres knee buckled, guys. Listen, when I want to say that probably all of Yankee fandom almost defecated on themselves, it's almost an understatement. When I seen Gleyber Torres go down and hold his knee, I screamed. I said, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? I could not believe it for the life of me. Gleyber Torres. I'm thinking, is this guy done? I can't believe this. Like the way he was crawling on the floor and just rolling around in pain, writhing in pain. I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? I actually jumped up, guys. Like my knees, I'm a big guy, okay? I'm 6 feet. I'm like 240 pounds, so I'm pretty big. I actually jumped up. My knees basically touched my chest, and I said, oh my God, are you kidding me? I could not believe it. Oh my God, I was beside myself. And Yes kept showing these replays without showing his foot. This shit was so frustrating. I'm like, guys, can you guys just show me the fucking foot? I just want to see what's going on. Is he okay? He gets up, he looks frustrated, kind of walks it off and says, oh, I'm all right. Boone leaves him in. I don't want to leave him in. I'm like, yo, can we take him out? Can we fucking wrap him up in bubble wrap and put him away in a freaking shelf until the playoffs? Okay? That's what happened. That he had no limp or anything like that, but still, later on in the game they would take him out for a precaution anyway, and then they would put Gio in the game. But it was just like, whoa, wait a minute. And then I'm thinking all bad thoughts, like, oh my God, Yankees would send him, by the way, for an MRI. MRI would come back negative. Everybody breathes a sigh of relief. The way that they're talking about it is very optimistic. I love the way that they handled it, by the way, because they actually said, you know what, Gleyber, you're going to sit down. Gleyber's like, I'm okay to play. They're like, chill. I need you to chill. Just relax, Papa. The fucking season is over. You don't need to prove to me, okay? You're going to make the playoff roster, motherfucker. Like, relax. Relax Saturday. Okay, all right, I'll just come back, play Sunday then, right? Yeah, we'll see. Like, Boone is probably looking at him like, yeah, all right, you can play on Sunday. But I ain't telling you that. He comes in the next day. You can already imagine Gleyber pulls in with that BMW, coming in, looking at scouting reports, getting ready. Like, all right, man, I think I'm going to play. Starts getting his warm-up stuff on to start warming up for the game. Looks at the lineup and is like, hey, Mr. Boone, I'm not playing today? No, you're not playing today. Who said you're playing today? I said, you're not playing today. Why I'm not playing? I feel good. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. Tate quieto. Boone, you know how to speak Spanish? ¿Tú hablas español? Tate quieto. Relax. Okay? I need you to relax. Sat down for the day. Whatever. I liked it because you're giving him basically 3 days off. You're giving him Saturday, Sunday, 3.5 days off because they gave him half of the game off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday's an off day, and then they'll probably play him Tuesday against Tampa Bay. I have absolutely no problem with that, except that Tampa Bay is turf, so if they want to give him a rest there, I have no problem with that either. Because we do not need any more injuries. And I don't think that there is and plus there's another off day there. I don't think that there's any coincidence, quote unquote, that Gary Sanchez and Edwin Encarnacion are not coming back for the Tampa series. They're going to come back for the Texas series. They don't want anything to do with that turf. And I don't blame them. But anyway, in this game, bottom of the fourth inning, Aaron Judge hits a bomb 1-1, and Judge seems to be hitting stride right now, guys. He seems to be hitting his stride right now because he is grooving and moving, y'all. Let's go. Top fifth, Jansen homers. Don't like that. Off of Hap. Hap, 34 homers on the season. Don't like it, but he rebounds nicely. 2-1 Toronto. Bottom of the fifth, Tyler Wade? What? First of all, Tyler Wade got some swag. All right, we're going to talk about that. But Tyler Wade, all right, he hits. This guy just hits a freaking a two-run bomb. I'm surprised as fuck. I'm like, and the way that he smacks it all the way into the bleachers in right field. He flips the bat like I do this all the time. Like, hello, this is something normal. I'm Tyler Wade. I'm like, what? Is that Tyler Wade? Is that? I had to look twice. I had to look twice and make sure that was number 14. Because then he came around the bases, Judge scored. He looked, I think he brought in, I forgot who brought in. But after he hit the homer, and then he's coming around and he's like congratulating with Judge. He looked at Judge like, yo, Judge, get your weight up, B. I'm putting him in the stands, man. What's good? But that shit was funny as hell, man. Just watching Tyler Wade do that. And Tyler Wade has really impressed me. And we'll definitely talk about that later because that dude is spark plug and definitely, to me, a lock for the freaking playoff roster. Absolutely. Okay? After that, then DJ doubles, and that's his 190th hit of the season. That is the most since Robinson Cano in 2013. Yankees are leading 3-2. Let's go. The Yankees got a lead against the Blue Jays. Lock, stock, and barrel, right? The game's over. Wrong. Do you know that the Yankees actually had 5 blown saves against the freaking Blue Jays this year? 5? Well, let's make it 6 now after Canely gives up a freaking bomb to Smoke, who smokes this shit into right center field. Like, that shit was, I'm tired of Smoke doing shit like this against the Yankees. Obviously, he doesn't do it all the time, but I remember that grand slam last year in the beginning of the year. That shit was crazy. Anyway, 4-3, Toronto. Again, 6 blown saves versus the Blue Jays, so at least we don't get to see them anymore. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's leave all these bad outings in the regular season, guys, all right? Let's just leave them all and get it all out. Ottavino, get it out. Canely, get it out. Like, everybody, anybody that wants to chime in and get it out now, this is the time, okay? Because come October 4th, none of that shit better be happening, B. Let's go. Let's lock it down. Tighten that shit up, like Boone says. Let's do it. 8th inning, Yankees got a runner. You know, basically DJ batting. Hit and run never looks good. And this is the bottom of the 8th. The hit and run looks like poetry in motion. I don't know any other play in baseball that when it's executed and it happens, it looks so perfect and beautiful. I think that the hit and run always looks so beautiful and so great when it's done. And, you know, you hit it the opposite way. And, you know, the second baseman, for example, right-handed hitter, is at the plate. You know that it's going to be the second baseman covering second base. If there's the runner on first that's trying to steal, and the batter just promptly hits it the other way, you got the right guy up at the plate, guy who doesn't strike out much, puts the bat on the ball, and DJ LeMahieu. Maben got some speed on first base, hit and run, no problem, right? Wrong. Strike him out, throw him out. It's like, what? Like, it's basically put the damper on the inning. The inning started with so much promise. Strike him out, throw him out, double play, and the shit hurts more when Judge then follows up with a double, and Judge has been hot, so I don't know if you want to hit and run in front of him. Like, come on. But I guess when it works, you don't want to say shit. You just stay quiet, like, oh, shit, yeah, go Yankees. But when it doesn't, you're like, yo, man, come on. What the fuck? We'll complain. That's the life of a fan, right? That is the life of a fan. But there, at that point in time, Judge doubles, and then I think Didi walks, which that hardly happens. I mean, I don't know if Didi's allergic to walks or anything like that. There's no problem with walking Didi. Like, there's been a couple of times he got a little frustrated, and hopefully Didi starts to pick it up because he had a really rough series this series, like a really bad series, like really bad. Hopefully he does pick it up at the plate because we need him for the playoffs to do pretty well, so that way he's not kind of like weighing the lineup down, if anything. But we need Didi. We need Didi to, you know, be that left-handed bat and be able to do something at the plate. So we need that. But had that Gio who came in, you know, Gleyber Torres' spot comes up, and you're thinking like, damn, come on, Gio, let's do it. He doesn't do it. Hits a hot shot to shortstop. That basically ended the game. Game's over. Yankees lose 4-3. But, oh, yeah, almost forgot. Bottom of the 9th inning, Joe West, that motherfucker, that freaking guy with that big-ass, like, triple neck that he has under, under his chin or whatever it is, Joe West needs to retire. I am so done with Joe West and his cowboy attitude and you need to respect me and my authority kind of attitude and this is my place of business and I'm the law here. My name is Joe West. Fuck out of here. It is my laws. No, fuck out of here, bro. You don't even know where the fucking strike zone is. I'm sick of your shit, bro. Seriously, Joe West. Country Joe West, just ride a horse until you can't anymore into the freaking Midwest and just stay there, bro. Seriously. The guy's blind as a bat. He changes 2 at-bats in the freaking same inning where the Yankees are trying to come back, 27 outs. And what a freaking jerk. You know, and then, oh, God forbid you try to disagree with him. Oh, no, you disagree with him. It is sacrilege. My name is Joe West. I don't understand how players in the MLB can get old. When they get old, they start to become trash. They start to become trash, son. And what happens? They don't have a job anymore. So they are ushered out of the freaking league and away you go. Thank you for your services and that's it. For some reason, umpires, and this isn't an umpire podcast, but for some reason, umpires have a freaking lifetime job. Oh, you went into your eye doctor? You failed your eye test? A bat sees better than you. Really? You have your job. No problem. Just come right on in. We'll probably put you on the freaking postseason roster. This guy and Angel Hernandez are right on in there. There is like no accountability when it does come to umpires, and you can't tell them shit. They don't have to answer to anybody after the game. It is what it is, I guess. But I guess, I don't know. But Joe West screwed Gardner on a freaking pitch that was literally, almost, literally in the other batter's box. It was in the a right-handed batter's box. And he called that shit a strike. It was a 3-1 pitch against a freaking closer that has been money all year. And you completely change that count. Gardy hits a line shot to center field. And he's freaking grilling Joe West. And he's telling Joe West, no, this is not a fucking strike. You're taking the bat out of my hand, you stupid fuck. Don't you understand that? Oh, no, that was a strike. Oh, no, that was a strike. That was a strike. His eyes are all closed and shit. He's like sleeping behind home plate. It's like falling asleep. Strike. I think, in Naked Gun, I think that, I really do think that Leslie Nielsen would be a better umpire than Joe West. That's just me. If you guys have not seen Naked Gun, make sure you do take a look at it. Go take a look at the, just the umpire scene. It is probably one of the best scenes and one of my favorite scenes in all of movie history. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that he could umpire a lot better than Joe West. I'm sick of him. Anyway, game over. Yankees lose 4-3. What do the Yankees do better? Like the most, they do this the best this year. They respond. They really are very good about turning the page. That's basically it with that team. This team is extremely good about turning the page and just working the next game. Stars of this game: Judge 2 for 3, had a homer, great shit. Gardner was 1 for 4. I mean, there weren't really that many hits. There were 6 hits total in this game. I thought Happ pitched pretty well. 5 1/3 innings pitch, 4 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, and 4 Ks. I thought he did pretty well for Happ and all of that stuff. I really do think that he did pretty well. So I feel like he's riding the ship. His fastball looked really good, had a lot of life on it, and Boone even talked about it in the postgame. So I liked it. To Ottavino, who rebounded nicely, had 2/3 of an inning, nasty strikeouts. Canely blew the save. To Smoke. We talked about that. 1 inning. So 1 inning there for Canely. Canely to gear into Lyons to Heller. Heller was nice too. 1 1/3 with 2 hits, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. So then that was the game basically. And then on to Saturday, where it was Paxton, who right now is riding high. Got 9 straight wins coming up in here. Let's go. Are we going to make it 10? Well, Paxton versus TJ Zoinks. What the hell? Christian really wrote Zoinks? That's not his name. It's Zook. So anyway, Christian sometimes writes these notes and he's like sends it to me because right now he's like injured. He wrote Zoinks. Zoinks? All right. Thank you, Chris. Boone gets ejected in this game, by the way, because of horrible low calls on Giancarlo. So the shit carries over. He then gets thrown out of the game by Joe West. Okay. Oh, my God. Joe West. I'm sick of his shit, man. So Joe West, all the way in third base, because you know he was behind the plate the night before. He was all the way in third base. There's no possible way that he can hear what the hell Boone's talking about to the home plate umpire. From third base, he throws out Boone. Whatever. Anyway, throws him out. Boone tells him, you're a fucking sack of shit. You're blind. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And then he leaves the game. Yankees then proceed to do what they do in games that Boone gets ejected, which is just win. They just go out there and proceed to do an offensive onslaught. This team's a juggernaut, guys. Top of the third, Davis singles. Yankees are trailing 1-0 to Toronto. Bottom of the fourth, Giancarlo. First of all, this was beautiful. Judge hits a double. That was really nice. And like on a line, like doubles that only these type of men can hit. Judge hits a double, and then right behind him comes Giancarlo Stanton. He hits a double. That was a clutch double. Scores Judge 1-1. Game is tied. Mike Ford, numbers don't lie. Check the scoreboard. Mike Ford singles in Giancarlo, and then 2-1 Yankees. Bottom of the fifth inning. Weird inning though. Weird inning in the bottom of the fifth inning. It was a little strange indeed, because just with everything going on there, and Wade, Wade is a guy that's just like a spark plug, bro. When it does come to just making an impact on the game, the guy he doesn't cease to impress me, at least this season. Because before I'm not gonna lie, I was out on Wade, way out on Wade, way out on Wade. Way out, say that 3 times fast, right? Way out on Wade at the Wade. Wade at the Wade. I don't know. That song, every time Wade does something, just comes to my head. I love that shit. But yeah, so bottom of the fifth inning, Wade doubles, and then Higashioka flies out to center. Wade steals third on a throwback from the catcher. Like, his baseball instincts are like awesome, because he's like on top of it. Like, he's observing everything, and he makes opposing pitchers nervous, bro. Like, they don't know what the hell's going on. He observed that it was a left-hander on the mound. I guess the way that he turns after he gets the ball, after the catcher kind of lollipopped the throw over to the pitcher, he ran and he stole home. It was crazy. So this guy's a blur. Gardner gets hit by a pitch. Then the Blue Jays challenge a pickoff. Gardner gets picked off, so then that's weird. Gardner gets picked off. And then Didi strikes out. So in that inning, it just felt like, the reason why it's a weird inning, it felt like the Yankees were going to do something, and then they didn't do it. It was like, man. I didn't quite catch that. Oh, man, Siri, stop. All right, so bottom of the sixth inning, the Yankees would then come back. And all this time, just Paxton is just mowing him down, bro. It's just business as usual with Paxton. He's just putting it down, like, let's go. And he's working quickly. I love what he's doing, man. And we'll go over his numbers in a bit. But bottom of the sixth inning, Giancarlo has a behemoth blast to the left field bleachers. Like, he smacks that shit, and it was so nice to see Giancarlo just really get into one, because I feel like after he hits a home run, just watch him, guys. He holds the bat like it's a club. Like, he holds it like it's like a caveman holding a club, like, me hurt ball. Like, that's what he did. 3-1 Yankees. Clint Frazier doubles, Ford scores, 4-1 Yankees. Higgy singles opposite way. Frazier and Wade scores with the 6-1 Yankees. Like, first of all, only Wade scores on that, by the way. Only Wade. Because he is like the fastest. This guy's a blur. And the way that he slid into home, guys, it was the smoothest, swaggiest freaking slide into home I've seen. And the way he just propped up, like, hey, I'm sliding in DMs. I'm taking people's girls, wives, daughters. Like, I'm here to do this. I'm T-Wade, baby. Let's go. T-Wade. Anyway, top of the 7th inning, Hernandez then doubles in Grichuk. So that's 6-2. At this point, there's really like I had no doubt that this game was going to be won by the Yankees. I just felt like it, just matter of when. Loaizaga, the great thing about this inning, this was against Loaizaga. Loaizaga hit 100 miles per hour in this inning. That was pretty impressive to see Loaizaga hit 100 miles per hour. He pitched 2 innings in this game, 3 hits, 1 run. That one was earned, which is the one we just talked about. 5 Ks. 5 Ks in those 2 innings, guys. He was nasty. Painting the corners. He was nice. I mean, of course, he got hit there. The run did score. And by the way, Paxton, 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run. It wasn't earned. Error. Whatever. 7 Ks, looks very good. His ERA now on the season is 3.73. Looks really good. Looks excellent. And he would then go on to win, by the way, his 10th consecutive game in a row. His 10th consecutive decision in a row. Paxton is 15-6, ladies and gentlemen. 15-6. Oh, great shit. After that rough go at it, bro. If you look at his record in this whole season, you probably won't even remember that rough patch, honestly. It feels like his numbers should probably be worse. But anyway, bottom of the 7th, Ford then singles. They're like, these guys scored. Let's just add another one. No problem. So Ford singles in Maben, and then 7-2 Yankees. Yankees win 7-2. And 8 out of the last 9 outs for Paxton were strikeouts. He's dominant, bro. Like, I love that. It was great. Yankees would strike out, and I don't know I think that was that 8 out of the last 9. I'm sorry, guys. 8 out of the last 9 outs made in the game were strikeouts. I apologize. It was not Paxton, so that's basically what that is. Because the Yankees would strike out 15 Blue Jays on this day. So, hey, nice day at the office for the Blue Jays. So, great shit. Yankees come in game 3 for the series winner, and the Yankees have this on the line. Yankees have not lost a home series since April. Yankees have not lost a home series since they faced the Chicago White Sox April 12th, 13th, and 14th. If you guys remember, one of those games was rained out. And they've had a series streak going back to when they first beat Boston. The first series against Boston in Yankee Stadium, the 2-game series. Since then, the Yankees have not lost at home. So they're going for 23 straight. Got to end the season on a great note, right? Yes, let's do this. And it's Severino pitching in this day. And it's CC tribute day. It's a beautiful day. Let's end the series. It's the last game of the season at home. Let's end off on great positive vibes. Let's go. First of all, the CC tribute was beautiful. It was. I seen him. He was very emotional. I watched the video after. Very emotional. I love that he threw the first pitch to his mom. His mom is his first catcher ever, and she used to put on the gear and all that stuff to catch for her son. That shit is emotional shit. It is. It really is some emotional shit. I love that. I love that story, bro. And CeCe's just such a freaking bulldog. And to see him out there emotional, watching his family and players, not only on the team, but around the league, talk about him in such high regard. The guy was shedding tears out there. And to see a grown man like that just takes no shit from nobody, shedding tears like that, it's something awesome about seeing somebody in a vulnerable state when they never put themselves in that situation. it just makes you feel away. You know, it's just nice. Like, it just makes you want good things for that person. So I want great things for CC, man. Yankees give him some gifts. They gave him a 10-day trip to Japan, a place that he hasn't been to yet. CC loves to travel. If you guys have listened to his podcast, loves to travel and really wants to take the time to really travel with his family when he does retire. Still will be working with the Yankees, but will be, just wants to travel and see the world. And I don't blame him. That was great. CC, emotional day for him and his family. So that is awesome. Very beautiful ceremony. I loved it. I love that. So, but the Yankees did have a game on this day. And, CC is like, yo, let's get this W, guys. Let's go. Yankees are still fighting for home field advantage. We don't know what's going to happen with the Angels. The Angels, what am I saying? Nowhere near the Angels. The Astros, who are going to be facing Seattle and the Angels again in this last stretch, and they just finished clinching. So let's see what happens. But bottom of the first inning, the Yankees will strike, and they will strike right away. Judge with a homer. Judge is 26th homer of the season. Him and Gardy are like competing. It's like, oh shit. Judge is looking at him like, yo, what's good, man? Like, hey, I got another home run. Gardy, I tied you. Gardy's like, oh yeah? Well, I'm here for that. He hits a 3-run homer into the second deck, 4-0 Yankees. That is Gardner's number 27 for the season. He's looking at Judge like, yo, get your weight up, B. Let's go. What's impressive about Judge is Judge did miss like 2 to 3 months or almost 2.5 months with that oblique injury. So let's keep that into perspective. The fact that he got 26 home runs is pretty impressive. And I forgot the stat that I had here where this is actually when it does come to Judge, it is his he gives this is the 10th, all right, 15 out of his 26 homers have given the Yankees the lead. That's, guys, that's the league average is 31% in that category. But Judge is clutch, so I guess he doesn't. Some people say he's not clutch, but that statistic kind of does that. 4-0 Yankees there. Bottom of the second inning, DJ homers, 2-run homer. Let's go. 6-0 Yankees. Bottom of the fifth inning, sac fly, underrated. Giancarlo Stanton, DJ scores, 7-0. Voit singles, Judge scores, 8-0. But all the while, the great shit about this game, guys, the shit that just makes you feel so giddy with this game and so excited inside, and I'm getting freaking goosebumps just thinking about it, even though it's hot as hell down here while I'm recording. Severino, the Sevis looked amazing, ladies and gentlemen. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 9, count them, 9 strikeouts. Amazing. Luis Severino, second start off of the IL today. 80 pitches, 54 strikes, 13 swings and misses, 11 off of his fastball. Average fastball velocity at 96.5 miles per hour, 98.7 max speed miles per hour, 9 strikeouts a day, the most since August 31st when he had 10. And he did this in 5 innings, ladies and gentlemen. I love Severino. He came out like he's like, yo, I'm here for the business. I'm here to handle my business. I don't know about any of this other stuff around the league. You guys face this team. I wasn't on it. I don't give a shit what you saw before. I don't give a shit what you saw in the playoffs before with me. I don't give a shit about none of that. Severino tapa lo de él. He is for his right now. That's what he's trying to do. He's out here. He's showing the Yankees I can be able to do it. He's at 80 pitches right now. His next start, I believe his next start is against Texas. His next start will be against Texas, which will be the last start right there, ready for the playoffs. Nice tune-up start. And they could probably stretch him out to 100 pitches if they wanted to. Maybe 95. But Severino looked amazing today. Slider was sharp as shit. Nobody was touching him. And this is a good hitting team. This is a good hitting lineup. Severino, you are the fucking man. Let's go. You are the guy I've been waiting on. And Severino's the one that allows you to dream, guys. He allows you to dream for that deep October run. He allows you. Severino allows you because starting pitching is the one bugaboo with this team. And if the Yankees have some starting pitching, how you gonna beat this fucking team? Their freaking bullpen is stacked. Their lineup is stacked. Let's go. And if starting pitching is now gonna be, well, we don't know, right? We still got another start for Severino or whatever it is. He needs to come through that really well and pitch really well. And then he's out there for the ALDS. Right now, Paxton, Tanaka, Severino don't sound that bad. Right now, Paxton, Tanaka, and Severino don't sound bad at all. Talk to me. That sounds great. I love that. So I'm looking forward to that. I was so pumped up with Severino today. It is not even funny. Out of everything that I've seen in this series, everything, Severino was the one that pumped me up the fucking most. Let's go. Severino, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. Yankees right now leading 8-0. Top of the 7th, Billy McKinney wants to get a revenge homer. All right, fine. Hit the 2-run shot off of Tyler Lyons, a guy that will not be on the team in the playoffs. Doesn't really matter. Top of the 9th inning, McKinney homers again off of Cortez Jr., who said on Twitter, "I will be better," and then continues to be freaking trash and give up another run in another outing. But anyway, so Yankees win 8-3. So great shit there for the Yankees. It was from Severino to Tarpley to Lyons to Cortez Jr. Yankees would win this game. Great shit. I thought Tarpley had a very nice inning also. 1-inning pitch. 2 hits. Don't like the hits, but had 3 Ks in that thing. There is that 25th man roster spot, which we're going to talk about in a couple of seconds, that I think is open for people to be able to hop on. I kind of think and know where the Yankees are going to go, depending. You could kind of read the tea leaves with the way that the Yankees are using certain players as to whether they're going to make the postseason roster or not. But Yankees would win this series, and they would end the season on a 23-0 series streak. So a series winning streak at home. That is awesome. Yankees finish with a home record of 57-24. And right now they currently have a 45-31 road record, which they can improve on, obviously, on this final road trip of the season. So I'm excited for that. That is great. By the way, regular season records at home. 57-24, that is a 704 winning percentage for this season, your 2019 New York Yankees. In 2009, the New York Yankees were also 57-24. That's interesting. What happened in 2009, guys? Guys and gals, what happened in 2009? I wonder if something interesting just happened, like Brian Hoke says, just saying. So, I'm here for that. Severino's combined stats from his last 2 starts, 9 innings pitched, no earned runs, 5 hits, 2 walks, 13 strikeouts, 13 punchies out of a guy that's coming off of the IL. Nasty. And still feels like I got a little way to go. This is what he's saying. I still don't feel, So, nice to see from Severino. Great shit. But I'm so excited. But it's time for this series. This series, Pinstripe, performer of the series. Pinstripe strong, performer of the series. Pinstripe strong, performer of the series. Yeah. I'm going to go. See, I had, man. I had 2 people here. 2 people in mind, to be honest. And Judge, 5 for 11, 2 RBI, 2 walks, 2 homers, hitting his stride right now. I like that. It's cool. But I got to give it to this motherfucker Severino. 5 innings pitched, 3 hits, 9 Ks, and the man that allows you to dream. Severino, great shit. I'm going to give it to you. You are this series Pinstripe strong performer of the series. And of course, Paxton did pretty well, really well. But at this point, I freaking expect it out of Paxton. And I'm really happy about Severino. And the prospects of what Severino can be are freaking, just take this team to another level, guys. So this is why I'm going to choose Luis Severino as my Pinstripe Strong Performer of the series. Let us know who is your Pinstripe Strong Performer of this series or even the next series if you guys want by leaving us a voicemail. And I should probably get into some voicemails now or talking to, you know what? I'll do that later. I'll do that kind of like toward the end. And you guys know what time it is right now. It is time for the you trash. I'm over here looking for the video that Christian always plays for that shit. And I cannot freaking find it. Where the hell is it? Whatever. I cannot find. Oh, here it goes. It's time for the you trash performer of the series. You trash, son. And there was some people that were pretty trash in this series. I mean, we could give it to Kaylee. You know, he blew the save with the homer. Had some strikeouts in that inning, though, so that was all right. I'm going to give it to Didi Gregorius. Didi, you are in a contract season. Didi, I need you to hit your stride, brother. Didi went 0 for 7 with 5 men left on base. Didi, you trash, son. And I need you for the playoffs, brother. I need you for the playoffs. If you want to tell me you want to save your hits for the playoffs, fine, I'll buy that. But you know what? You're trash, son. I need you. Come on, Didi. Let's go. So that is my you trash performer of the series. Didi. Let me know who you guys think was the trash performer of the series. I already see some people in the chat saying Joe West should be that, and he probably should be. But I'm giving it to Didi because I do expect more out of Didi. My playoff roster, by the way, because I did promise you in the last podcast that we were going to talk about the playoff roster. This is my playoff roster, left to right in the outfield. This is no batting order or anything like that. All right, guys, so it's not giving you that. Left to right, Giancarlo, Gardy, Judge. Giancarlo's actually impressed me, really impressed me with the way that he's played in the outfield and the way that he's pitched. The way that he's located pitches and the way that he's hit. I'm very impressed with Giancarlo and where he's at right now. Like, really impressed. Gardy, center field. Judge, right field. Gio, third base. Will be on the roster. Didi, Glaber, LeMahieu, Gary will be catching. Encarnacion, DHing. Voit will be on the roster. Mabin on the roster. Tyler Wade is on my playoff roster, guys. He is. Because he does a lot of things, a lot of great things. He's just an instinctual baseball player. He knows where to, he reads certain things. He's very sound defensively. He can be able to play second base, shortstop, third base, and 3 outfield spots for you. So let's go. Tyler Wade gives you versatility. I love that. And he's hitting now? And he's perfect with stolen base attempts? Let's go. That is my pinch runner, defensive replacement, whatever the hell you want. Tyler Wade is on the roster, followed by, of course, you need Romine, the backup catcher. Here's the pitchers. Paxton, Tanaka, Severino, Happ, CeCe. CeCe's going to be out of the pen. A left-handed pitcher out of the pen, probably for an inning or 2. Chapman, your closer. Britton, left-handed pitcher. Ottavino, Canely, Green, Sessa. Sessa's going to make it in there, man, guys. Sessa has been really good lately, really good. So Sessa's going to be making it there. That is a 24-man roster spot. And the 25th man roster spot is going to go to Loaizaga. I think that they're gonna go with somebody that does have stuff. Ben Heller has had an okay run. He's had a good run here. I think Tarpley is all right, but sometimes I feel like he gives up a little bit too many hits. It's gonna be Loaizaga. It's gonna be the 25th man. Hopefully, he's not being used, but I know you're thinking, Joe, but you wanted Cessa on a rocket going to frickin' Mars or the moon or whatever the hell you wanted to send them at. I get it, but Cessa has been really good lately. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up his numbers here. Just in September itself, he's been money. Can you really complain about Cessa? And I cannot pull up his numbers now. This is freaking great. I got you here. This is silly. One of my biggest pet peeves in the world is internet. Like, there's a lot of things I could probably deal with, but the fact when internet is like weird or shoddy or whatever it is, that shit drives me up a freaking wall. I can't with that shit. I just can't. Cessa right now he's had an up and down year, but he's got a 1.04 ERA in September. You could tell Cessa's coming in. He's gonna be there because he's been coming into close games. And then you look at Loaizaga, he's got that strikeout stuff. The guy could hit 100 miles per hour. Looks very good. So, I mean, Cessa has been Loaizaga is another guy that in September, he's been hot too. Loaizaga in September has a 2.89 ERA. Looking really good. So those two guys are going to be in there. You could tell with the way that the Yankees are using those guys that they're going to be coming in. So that's what I think. But let me know who are your 25 men or who's going to be the 24th or 25th man roster. I think everybody else is pretty much a lock to be in there. I don't know of anybody that wants to talk about Clint Frazier being on there. I don't have any kind of – his defense is really bad and it just keeps showing up. So I have no problems with that. So I'm pretty sure that this is going to be what the Yankees are going to choose with the 25-man roster. But let me know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base. Let me know in the next one, or if you guys are on YouTube, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm excited here for this series coming up. Going up against Tampa. Tampa is playing for something here. The Yankees are kind of playing for home field advantage. I feel like they kind of get it. If, depending on what happens with the Astros here, they just finished clinching today, so they may be drunk tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. This series was a pretty good series. The important thing about this series is just about the health. And, people being healthy is of paramount importance. And I do have some voicemails here that I wanted to do that, to put onto here. Because if you guys leave a voicemail, you guys deserve to be put on here. First person is actually all the way from Monterrey, Mexico. De lo mío, Jose Luis. Let's see what he has to say.
Hi, Joes. I'm Jose Luis from Monterrey, Mexico. And my mood after the game against the Blue Jays is I don't care about losing this game. I don't care about Joe West strike code or that. I don't care at all. I just want to Yankees get healthy to the playoffs. That's what's really important. Yankees right now are allowed to lose some games, but the Yankees can't lose any more players. That's it. I just want to get healthy to playoffs because we will win the World Series with home field advantage or without home field advantage. That's it. I just want to be on a full force on October 4th. Period. Greetings from Monterrey, Mexico, brother. You got a great channel and great content.
Thank you so much, man. De lo mío personal, I appreciate it. I love the fact that you did this in English. I know that, Spanish is over there. It's probably is definitely your first language. So I love that you did it in English. I love that. I appreciate that all the time. You made some great points. Of course, the Yankees will be able to can win a World Series with or without home field advantage. Yes, that is true. The Yankees, the number one thing should be health. The health needs to be of paramount importance. It needs to be very important. You're dead on about that. They're allowed to lose games. For goodness sake, they've won 102 games already. They're allowed to lose some games. So it's going to happen. So people think that, the sky is falling and things like that after a loss, and they don't know how to act. It's weird. But the Yankees have to be able to, they can be able to win on the road. To be able to win, you got to be able to win on the road. That's just what it is. The Yankees have a really good road record. So I feel like a lot of people have been neglecting that. I don't think that the Yankee players care about who the fuck, is going to be, in home field advantage or not. I think that they want it just for the sake of wanting it, but I don't think that they feel like they need it in order to win. Plus, if the Yankees go on the road to, let's just face the Astros, and I hate to overlook the first round team because I feel like a lot of people are just overlooking the first round team, okay? But let's just say the Yankees are lucky enough to get to the second round, which I very much feel that they are because they're going to be winning the World Series this year. Let's just say that they are. They get in there. They take one of those two games on the road. Then what? Who got home field advantage now? The Yankees. Home field advantage could last all but one game. So let's stop making this mountain out of a molehill here. It's not that serious. Gleyber Torres being healthy is way more important than home field advantage. And I will argue with you till the hilt about that shit. Gary coming back, so you're right. We cannot lose players. Great call from you. Hope to hear from you again. If you guys want to leave a voicemail, haven't played on the podcast, make sure you guys do it. Link below. Go onto my Anchor page and leave a voicemail. Next one is from Metra Rails, who is definitely on my podcast all the time and on the page. So, Metra, what you got to say?
So yes, I understand it's frustrating, disappointing about what happened in the game, especially Joe West being inconsistent. Yeah, I know it's not close. Especially, I know us fans don't want to see him in the playoffs because you saw what happened last year in ALCS. So, I have no other words to say about it and me otherwise, but with Gleyber getting precautionary on his lower legs, but hopefully he feels okay or something like that. But yes, it sucks we can't catch breaks, but I just don't know how can we just stay healthy there. So, yeah.
All right, so great shit out of you, Metra. Thank you so much. This guy's always on my YouTube channel, so I really do appreciate you, Metra. You are one of my admins on there, so appreciate the call. You are right about that. Can't catch any breaks. Feels like the umpires, us against the world. I always thought that Brett Gardner banging on the ceiling thing is not about banging on the ceiling because you just want to argue with umpires. It just feels like it's almost us against the world kind of thing. Like it's everybody just coming up against us. So that's what I feel. But yeah, I mean, great call with that. Joe West, all that stuff. Gleyber, almost. The fact that he's not hurt, I feel like is a break though. I feel like that's a break. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining. Make sure if you guys want to leave a voicemail, link in the description below. Leave a 5-star review on the podcast. You guys listen this long, you might as well look out for the next episode as I'm going to be on there with John Boy. It's going to be me and him chopping it up. You already know energy's going to be through the roof. I'm really excited for the next one. Yankees have an off day and then have to face Tampa Bay Rays, or the Rays have to face us. You like that, huh? But guys, follow me at Joe's McFly all over all social media. Like I always say, make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong. And let's go Yankees, all right? Tell them, Noah. Out of here. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. You guys are awesome. I'm in here sweating doing this freaking podcast solo. Sweating. Guys, make sure you guys leave voicemails and all that stuff so I can play you guys in the podcast. More voicemails, the better. If I get enough voicemails, maybe I'll do a whole podcast only voicemails. Hey, we'll see. So let's go. But keep your Pinstripe songs. They're Pinstripe strong, guys. I love ya. Peace.